This video is going to be super boring, but if you stay to the end and watch this complete video, then you're going to understand how to pick the right niche for your Faceless YouTube channel. Whether it's a shorts channel, whether it's long form, you're going to be equipped with the knowledge and the skills that I personally use to run my own Faceless YouTube channels. That way I can make tens of thousands of dollars per month from Faceless YouTube channels. So what I recommend right away is going to ChatGPT, and what you're going to want to do is we're going to utilize AI because everyone knows the method where you can make a brand new channel or even use incognito and you can get a bunch of new channels, new niches, viral, different things. But however, recently I've been using ChatGPT and it honestly works a little bit better. So right now what I just asked ChatGPT is to give me the best high paying niches in 2025 for YouTube channels. Now there's a difference between a personal brand or a personal YouTube channel and a faceless or automated YouTube channel. The channel you're watching is my personal channel, is something that is branded and revolving around me, Chris Barrera. But the channels that I personally run that you guys don't even know exist are what's called faceless YouTube channels, which means that they don't have any personal correlation to me, and it allows me to have 10, 20, even 30 YouTube channels if I really wanted to. And the best part is I don't have to record the videos. I don't have to be in the videos. It can be either AI voiceover or a voice actor, and I'm just on the back end pretty much just owning it and making all the money. So we can see with ChatGPT, it's giving us personal and finance and investing. So if you know anything about RPMs or how YouTube works, pretty much to dumb it down for anyone that's new to YouTube or YouTube automation, the way to find the highest RPM niche is you need to have the widest and the largest percentage of your viewers or your audience in the US. And the way that is because YouTube, and the way that we make our money is when people watch our videos, there's advertisements for companies, websites, different things like that pay to place their ads or their company or service on our videos, and they're hoping to see a return. Think of YouTube as like a billboard. Every single day we drive on the same highway, we go these same routes, and there's a billboard, which is YouTube, and you get to advertise your thing. For example, billboards on any place where there's a high traffic area, it's going to be more expensive. Why? Because you have a higher chance of people getting conversions off of that, making more money than what they put into the advertisements. So if your audience is mainly in the US, people in the US tend to make more money. For example, if you have a high Indian niche, Brazil niche, any of like third world countries where they make like $500 to maybe $1,000 a month, obviously they're not going to have a lot of money to spend because they don't make as much. So what makes a good YouTube channel is having it in the right niche and making sure that you're able to attract people that speak English and that are in the US, because without that, you can be getting billions or even hundreds of millions of views. And if you don't have the right audience, you're not going to be making anything. So personal finance and investing, things like that, crypto, I would not recommend it unless you're a personal brand. But even then, you really have to be an already established figure. You need authority. That's another thing that we're going to talk about is a lot of these channels and a lot of these niches, when you do ask AI on the surface level, if you don't dig deep, it's going to give you high RPM niches if you have a personal brand or if you have authority in the space. Business, entrepreneurship, this is all nothing right here. Technology, software, and AI tools. If you can get really good at AI tools, like for example, when the AI monkey thing came out and that was all over the internet like 3 to 6 months ago, then if you were one of the first to do that, you could have made a bunch of money. You could have made your own AI websites, companies scaled that and sold it. So you could have made a lot of money. However, now if you post an AI video, it's, you know, no one really cares anymore. Everyone's doing it, even with Sora's out. Real estate, again, you can't really do any of these. So there's something with AI that a lot of people don't realize, and it's something that you have to train it, right? You can't just ask AI, hey, surface level knowledge, and then expect it. Like if you were to ask it exactly what I said, you would read 1 through 7 right here, and then you'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to stick with personal finance and investing. However, you do not have the authority to do that. So I'm going to say best RPM niches for USA audience. And I know I spelled this wrong, but we're going to go with it anyways. So again, we can see right here, it's giving us financial institution, anything with education, because not only is your audience determining how high your RPM is, but also how long your videos are, how long is the average person watching your video. For example, if you have a 10-minute video, are people watching 2 minutes of it, which would be 20%? Are people watching 5 minutes, which is 50%? The longer your video is and the longer that people watch your video, the RPM is going to go up. That's also another thing that we want to look for when picking the right niche. For example, I'm going to show you guys this one channel that I found. It's based on World War II stories, which if you don't know or if you haven't seen anything about World War II, it has a super large audience. And not only does it have a really big audience, it has the right audience that views it. So we can scroll down right here and we can see this guy has a channel. He has 54 videos and he only has 7,000 subscribers, which to some of you guys may seem like a lot, but I guarantee you 7,000 subscribers is nothing. But if we go to his view channel stats, we can see that his total amount of views that he has is almost 700,000. And if we go to oldest, we can see he had one video that has 400,000 views, still getting views till this day, and it was posted 4 months ago, which is crazy. And that's pretty much it. He has a few of them, like 20,000, 40,000, but nothing except for this one that really popped off. Now, the thing to look at with him is we can open another tab with this exact same search history in YouTube, and we're going to find other channels exactly like this. So we can see right here, there's War Stories, and their subscriber count is substantially higher. They have 1.19 9 million, and I'm assuming that they've been doing this for years. So they started this 5 years ago. Obviously they have a lot of views and a lot of traction, but it's obviously because they have a bigger audience and they were kind of the first ones to do it. So something when also picking a niche is you want to make sure it's a high paying niche, it has English, there's a high US audience, but also something that you want to look at is that smaller channels or brand new channels can also get the views. A great example is this channel right here, World War II Tales. So it has 153,000 subscribers, which again, to the average person, or maybe some of you guys watching this may be like, oh, but Chris, that's a lot of subscribers. It's really not. Subscribers are vanity metrics anyways. You can have a channel with 10 million subscribers and you can put it to a channel next to 50,000. And if the one with 10 million is doing shorts, they're not going to get paid nearly as much as the channel with 50K subscribers that's doing long form content, because everybody knows long form content pays 1,000 times better than shorts. So subscribers are vanity metrics. They're cool for the plaques or the awards, but besides that, they are not going to be the ones that are determining how much money you make. And so if we look at this channel, they only have 264 videos, which again, isn't a lot. And if we toggle and filter the oldest, they started this YouTube channel 2 months ago. And if we go ahead and view their channel stats, they have 21 million views total, which means that they have made well over $100,000. And it hasn't even been 2 months since they started this. And now you're asking yourself, how did they find this niche? Oh, they did the exact same thing that I'm showing you right now. They went to ChatGPT. They asked for the highest RPM niches, things with the US audience, something that you have to find your own style in. So obviously World War II stories is a big thing. Like I said, it doesn't have a huge audience because it's usually the older people, whether it's the veterans or just people that like, I don't know, want to learn more information on it, but there is a pretty big audience for it. You can see there's even this new channel that just started. They have 4 videos, and the fact that they are pulling in a decent amount of views for a brand new channel, but their titles and everything seems pretty like AI generated, so they're not doing too well. You have to put in some work, guys. That's another thing with YouTube automation. Just because it has the word automation in it, some of you guys think that it's fully automated, you could slack off, you can work 20 minutes a day and you're going to be able to make 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever your goals are, and that's just not the truth. Right here is another perfect example. World War II Relics Explained, 3,000 subscribers, 93 videos. If we filter to oldest, they've been doing this for 3 months, but the key thing is their first 8 videos were about the NBA. They're like, all right, this niche is shit. They switched it to World War II, and now you can see their second video, bang, they got 64,000 views in a month. So within the first day, it had 7,000 views, which is crazy because they were used to seeing pretty much nothing on their channel. And you can see right after 3K, 300, they just stayed consistent with it. They saw what worked, they saw what people liked. And again, when you pick the right niche, especially something like World War II stories, by the way, I'm not recommending everyone to go do this because there is some things that you have to know. Like you have to know how to, make a good video. You have to come up with the right title, video, packaging, everything, right? You can't just AI a title, AI description, AI videos, and plug it in and then make money, right? There's things that go into it. But when you watch my videos, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So when we keep scrolling, you can see they were just consistent with it. They had a video, another one that hit right here, 40,000. Then they faced a decent amount of low views. But again, if you look at their titles, World War II, German women, POWs, expected cruelty, got fresh bread instead. To me, that's like a brain twister, and I have no idea what that means. Hence the reason why I got only 200 views. And if we scroll down right here, boom, 440,000 views in 4 weeks. And if we open this exact video, where within the first 24 hours of it being posted, it already had 57,000 views. And then the next day, 103,000. So this channel is well profitable. No questions about it. And you can see they're still posting till this day. Now, the one thing that is personally pissing me off, and this is with anybody that has success, is they already have proof of concept. Guys, the hardest thing, and a lot of you guys are being able to relate to this because every time I post a video on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it doesn't matter. People are always like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work out. Like, I've been doing this for a while. It's just like YouTube's just like any other business, right? You need to fully believe in yourself because at the end of the day, no matter what your views are doing, no matter if your channel is growing or not, as long as you have a positive mindset and you keep actively working every day towards it, it is impossible to fail because it's exactly what I did, right? So you can see they had their proof of concept. Their second video in the World War II niche got 64,000 views. First video sucked, 103 views. Next video didn't even do as well. Next video after that did even worse. Next video after that did even worse. And then they stayed consistent, 12K. Next one did mid, but they kept going. And if they would have quit after just seeing these like first 5 failures, except for this video, they would have never had this video that has now 400,000 views. Now, the thing that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and this could be for a number of reasons, is they had a video within a month get almost 500,000 views. But when you look at their upload consistency, they're uploading a day ago, 3 days ago, 6 days ago. They're very inconsistent. So for someone like me that has a team of freelancers that can make these videos in literally a day, then this is something that this guy and these channels have to look out for, because I could immediately just pay my team $20 and they can make a video like this every single day until I don't want to pay them anymore. So consistency, having the right niche, having proof of concept. As soon as you make that first $1,000 online, your perception of if it's possible changes forever, because everyone, when you're first starting that business, you're like, okay, I know I can do it because I saw someone do it, or I'm really motivated. But because it's not working right now and right then, you kind of get sidetracked and go down the rabbit hole of, oh, it might not work. Oh, Am I wasting my time? Oh, this guy failed. He's been doing it for years. It's impossible to fail in business if you, one, keep going because you only lose when you quit, and two, if you actively work on it and try your best. I hear this all the time. Oh, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. If you tried your best, you wouldn't have failed. That's the bottom line that comes down to. So going back, I know that was a long rant, but this is all things that you guys have to look for in a YouTube channel because it is super important, and it's just like any other business. This is how you pretty much want to find different niches. And again, going back to this, we can have the luxury and high-end niche. If we go to open up another tab, like celebrity news as well. Celebrity news is kind of janky though, because even though it could get good amounts of views depending on like what subject or what's trending, for example, like the whole Diddy situation, there are a lot of people when you do that depending on what kind of picture it paints, if it's negative light, if it's positive light, then they could pay potentially people to take your videos down, strike you, copyright. It's a headache, and it's honestly not worth it. So you can see this channel right here, even though they don't have the best packaging, they still had videos that got good views, but they just weren't consistent. And you can see they only posted 74 videos within 10 months. So you can see their thumbnails are pretty shit. So when you're looking at niches, make sure it's in a good niche, make sure it has the right audience, right RPM, make sure that there's not only big channels that are getting the views, but there's also smaller / brand new channels getting the views, because you're going to be a brand new or smaller channel and you're going to need to be able to get the views as well. So right here, this channel 9 months ago only has 4K subs. So even 9 months ago, they had way less, 271,000 views. They made a few $1,000s on this one video, and that's pretty much as easy as it is. And so now back to ChatGPT, I'm going to personally show you guys kind of what I do for some of my own channels, because if you guys know and seen some of my videos, I run some police body cam channels. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT what I can do in different ways and variations to run police body cam channels, because obviously there's like interrogations, there's a police body cam, there's crime court cases, there's so many things involving this. There's documentary niches, there's everything under the sun that could be done with crime niches. So if you're trying to get into this, I'm going to show you some possibilities as well. And another question I've got, and I've told people I've used ChatGPT before, but people don't know what to ask or how to type to ChatGPT. So I'm going to send a voice note live so you guys can see what I ask and just how I talk to it. Hey, ChatGPT. So I have a police body cam Faceless YouTube channel that's making a good amount of money per month. However, I would like to pivot and do something that I can bring in as like a sub channel underneath the main parent channel, and give me something similar in the niche, maybe like an interrogation or a court case, something that I can do that's not just police body cam, but that I can make as like a different type of channel under the same name or same channel. So that's all you do. You just talk to it normally, right? It's ChatGPT, it's AI, like I said before. You usually have to send it a few messages. You're never going to ask it one thing or tell it to give you something and get the perfect or what you're looking for the first try. So you can see strategic direction right here. Keep the real law and justice universe. So we can do police interrogations, and it gives you a description, why it fits, monetize potential, high watch time, strong engagement. And also, just because we're doing this, I'll go ahead. Hey, ChatGPT. Also, what does the RPM and the audience typically look like in the USA for police body cam or courtroom moments, police interrogations, any of the things that you listed? What's usually the audience that watches these videos, like an age range, and what's usually like the audience age as well? So again, like I said before, the audience, not only it matters where they are geographically, but also their age and how long they watch the video, how long the video is, all of that. So per 1,000 views, typically for body cam, it's $3 to $7, police interrogation, 6 to 12, and so on and so forth. What's a good RPM? That's a very good question, and it's a very nuanced question. There's no YouTube handbook that says if your RPM is higher than $5, you are in a very good niche. There are so many factors I can't even begin to explain. Obviously, when you look at something like legal commentary and it says it's a $10 to $20 RPM, and you look at police body cam and it's 3 to 7, it's less than half of that. And people are always going to ask, well, why are people doing police body cam when they can do legal commentary? Well, legal commentary is a lot harder. Again, it's usually, like it says right here, considered educational or professional niche, meaning you typically have to have a personal brand or some type of authority in the space. If I personally just went there, I showed my face and I was like, okay, today we're going to be talking about this case, people are going to be like, why do I give a shit what this kid says? Because he's young, he probably has no idea what he's talking about, and it's not going to help me, and its video is not going to be entertaining. Where a police body cam footage, I can be the one on the back end making all the money, and the video has nothing to do with me. It's these people going absolutely ape shit, or people getting arrested doing dumb shit, whatever it is, but it has nothing to do with me and my face, my personal brand. I have no authority attached to this. It's just how good and the packaging is and how good and entertaining the videos are. So you can see US RPMs are higher than global averages by 40 to 70%. So that's what I was saying before. And then typical audience demographics, ages 25 to 54 and dominant, but strongest is 35 to 44 years old. That's good because these people have jobs, they have money, they have savings, they have probably 401k, they have money to spend, pretty much is what YouTube or what ChatGPT is saying, and what I was looking for. That way I can show you guys that when I'm telling the truth, it is actually the truth. And so what ChatGPT said is they just gave me different things that I could do, 911 calls, courtroom trial moments, and these are all YouTube channels and different niches that we've all seen before. If I just copy paste this right here, courtroom / trial moments, you can go ahead and see that there's still videos being actively posted. Now, do these two channels have more subscribers than the average? Sure. But if we keep scrolling, obviously this one is typically like on TV with like A&E and all that. We can find a channel like this one right here, 17,000 subscribers. Again, this video is a little bit older, but 2.6 million views on a 50-minute video. We also have another one. Here's another World War II one. That one's pretty good. That channel's banging. Now we'll look at police interrogation / crime interviews. And if we go ahead and paste this one right here, we're going to see that there's a bunch of channels, not only ones with all subscribers getting all this. You can see like, wow, look at this. This channel has 8,000 subscribers. This video is 2 hours long and it has 30,000 views in 6 days. Again, the key things to look at is not only their subscriber count, but the amount of videos they have. And then if you click on the channel description, we're able to see the total amount of views, which is just over 1 million. Most popular 1 month ago on a 2-hour-long video, 400,000 views. I don't know if you guys know how YouTube works in terms of like AdSense and how it actually pays, but if you can get 500,000 views on a 2-hour-long video, I mean, you're pretty much set and you crack the code and you can now quit your 9-to-5 job. This video probably made more money than this guy's paid in taxes the last 5 years combined. I mean, this video popped off and you can see right here on the graph right below my face cam, it didn't pop off right away, right? Within the first week, the video only had 20,000 views, which by no means is a lot. It's not terrible, but it's, you know, nothing to get overly excited about. And then just 3 days after that, on day 10, it had a whopping 150,000 views, and then it just continued to skyrocket. This is also another key thing about YouTube and picking the right niche is just because you're in the right niche and your channel or your video doesn't blow up right away, doesn't mean that you did something wrong or you need to change the title, thumbnail, or do all these things instantly. YouTube is a thing where it takes a little bit of time, right? This guy didn't change his title or thumbnail or anything, and he still printed. And then right here, when the video was 33 days old, he did a title swap. These are things that you need to be able to realize and understand that, hey, just like any other business, you can't make it happen instantly. And if you're looking for a business where you can, well, sorry, you should have stayed a baby forever because those just don't exist. But the fact that this guy started 3 months ago was his first video, and you could see his views were absolutely shit over here, right? His thumbnails have gotten better. That's one thing to notice. Look at this. They're like a little bit more like AI Photoshop, but they look very high quality. They're very good, very clickable. The titles are very good, very clickable. They correlate with the title, thumbnail title correlate together is what I meant. And something that's also really good with interrogations is the watch time. These videos on average, his like shortest video I've seen is 45 minutes long right here. I mean, 45 minutes, even on this one, right? It didn't go super crazy viral. It only got 70,000 views, but the fact that it's 45 minutes long, let's say people are watching for 30%, which is probably what they're watching. I don't know the math exactly, but let's say 15 minutes. Actually, I'm a genius. That would be that. Then this guy's making a lot of money on just a 70,000 view video because his video is so long. And again, we can see right here, within the first 10 days of this video, it had not even 10,000 views, and it just kept going and going and growing over time. With these YouTube channels, there's endless things that you can do, and this is something actually that I might consider doing now. I never really looked into it like this, but because I'm making this video, I did. But I already have my own body cam parent channels, and I can use the audience and the traction that we have on that and potentially start something like this. And there's definitely things that I already see that I would do to make it better. But yeah, this guy's not at all doing bad. He's averaging now 10 to 20,000 views, even more than that per video, which is insane because he barely has 60 videos posted. So this is pretty much how to find a right niche. If you learned something, drop a comment down below. It's super easy to do this, but it takes time. Another thing, and I'll end with this. A lot of you guys ask me, oh, what's the best niche? What's the do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? There is no such thing as best niche. And I can tell you and show you exactly what I do, but you have to take the initiative as you want to change your life, or you want to make X amount of money per month, or you want to do YouTube full time, whatever it is, you have to take the initiative and you actually have to start. There is so much free content, free value on YouTube, like the one that I'm giving you here when you're watching this video. But if you don't do anything and you just keep this information in the back of your mind or never even use it again, then it doesn't matter what you do. You have to take action and you actually have to work, right? It's called business for a reason. Not every business succeeds because most people are lazy and they're idiots. But if you're willing to be the 1% that actually tries every day, stays motivated, or doesn't even have motivation, you just do anything, you just do it regardless because you know you have to do it, then you'll be successful. That's really all there is to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know there's a lot of yapping, but it was good information, and I'm going to be making more videos like this where it's just kind of like longer videos and it's just kind of me just rambling, yapping, because I have good information and I have a lot of experience in this YouTube game. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Comment down below. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, comment down the word hot dog. And if you made it this far, I might send you $10, maybe.